Get ready, trendsetters. The digital world is a whirlwind, and keeping up with what's hot, what's new, and what's absolutely essential is our mission here at Google Trends Hub. We're diving headfirst into the stories that are shaping your online world, delivering the breakdown you need to stay ahead of the curve. From game-changing updates to crucial security alerts, we've got your back. Let's jump into the must-knows that everyone will be talking about. First up, a major shift in how you get your news online is here, giving you unprecedented control over your information flow. Imagine tailoring your search results to only show you the sources you trust most. We're breaking down Google's brand new Preferred Sources feature, showing you exactly how to take the reins and curate your news experience like never before. You won't want to miss this deep dive into putting you, the user, in the driver's seat of your digital news consumption. Then, we're heading into the heart of innovation with a look at the latest from a tech giant's flagship product line. Get ready for the inside scoop on what's being called revolutionary. We're talking about upgraded camera systems, groundbreaking AI features, and a design that's setting new standards. This is the future, and it's happening now. But hold on, because not all digital communication is what it seems. We're exposing a sophisticated scam that's preying on your trust, impersonating a familiar name to trick you into compromising your accounts. We'll reveal how these digital phantoms operate and how you can protect yourself from falling victim. Stay sharp, because your online security is paramount. And finally, we're analyzing a massive legal battle that could reshape the digital advertising landscape. A tech titan is preparing for a potential breakup of a core business unit, and we're exploring the strategies and implications. This is a high-stakes game with far-reaching consequences for how online content is monetized. Don't miss a single second as we unpack these essential updates. Hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a trend. Your news, your rules. Google's new control feature. Get ready to take the reins of your online information consumption like never before. Google has just rolled out a game-changing feature called Preferred Sources, designed to put you firmly in the driver's seat of your news experience. In a digital landscape often flooded with information, this new tool offers a refreshing level of personalization, allowing you to curate the news you see directly within Google search results. Imagine a world where your most trusted news outlets are consistently highlighted, ensuring you get reliable information without wading through less credible content. This isn't about censorship. It's about user empowerment, giving you the ability to prioritize the sources that matter most to you. The Preferred Sources feature, which made its debut in the United States and India in mid-August, operates by letting users select their favorite news providers. When you search for a topic, Google will then prioritize displaying articles from these chosen sources more frequently within the top stories sections. Google has been clear that content from other sites will still appear, but the emphasis is on amplifying the voices you've explicitly chosen to follow. This means that whether you're looking for local updates, in-depth analysis, or breaking news, your personalized feed will be more aligned with your trusted information ecosystem. Managing your selections is also straightforward, allowing you to adjust your preferences at any time as your needs or trusted sources evolve. For those eager to integrate their favorite local news, like ABC7, into this new system, the process is remarkably simple. You can directly access a dedicated page at www.google.com/preferences/source q equals abc7.com. Upon arrival, a quick click on the box next to Google Trends Hub will set ABC7 as a preferred source. Alternatively, the process can be initiated directly from a Google search. After performing a search for a trending topic, locate the Top Stories section. Next to the section header, you'll find an icon resembling a star within a box. Clicking this icon opens a pop-up window where you can type Google Trends Hub and select the adjacent website box. Finally, hitting the Reload Results button ensures your preferences are applied, making your news feed more tailored to your needs. This feature is already sparking conversations across social media, with users expressing excitement about the potential to combat misinformation and create a more focused news diet. Tech analysts are also weighing in, noting this as a significant step towards user-centric design in search, potentially influencing how other platforms approach content curation. The ability to actively select preferred sources is seen by many as a vital tool in navigating today's complex media environment. Now that you know how to shape your newsfeed, get ready for a deep dive into the future of mobile innovation. Pixel perfection, inside Google's revolutionary new phones. Get ready for a deep dive into what's being hailed as revolutionary in the smartphone world. In the latest episode of the Made by Google Trends Hub podcast, host Rachid Finge sat down with Pixel product manager Stephanie Scott to pull back the curtain on the highly anticipated Pixel 10 phones. Scott's one-word description? Revolutionary. And as the conversation unfolded, it became clear why. This new generation of Pixel devices is packed with so much year-over-year newness in terms of capability. It's set to redefine user expectations for what a smartphone can do. The podcast episode promises an exclusive look at the Pixel 10's significantly upgraded camera system. While details remain under wraps, the implication is a leap forward in mobile photography, potentially offering enhanced low-light performance, sharper images, and advanced computational photography features that push the boundaries of what's possible with a pocket-sized device. Beyond the hardware, the software is where the real magic seems to be happening, with a strong emphasis on new AI-powered features. Conversational editing suggests a more intuitive way to interact with and manipulate your photos and videos, perhaps allowing natural language commands to make complex edits. Camera Coach, on the other hand, hints at AI assistance for improving your photography skills directly through the camera interface, offering real-time tips and guidance. Powering these advancements is the brand new Google Trends Hub Tensor G5 chip, which is expected to deliver unparalleled performance, efficiency, and AI processing power, making the entire user experience smoother, faster, and more intelligent. Complementing the cutting-edge technology is a refined design, featuring the sleek aesthetics that Pixel devices are known for, now enhanced with Qi 2 wireless charging capabilities, promising faster and more convenient power-ups. Scott also shared some fascinating behind-the-scenes intel, giving listeners a glimpse into the intense development process and the challenges and triumphs of bringing the Pixel 10 series to life. It's a look at the human element behind the technological innovation. Early reactions from tech enthusiasts and industry insiders are buzzing with anticipation. The focus on AI integration and camera advancements has generated significant discussion online, with many speculating about how these features will change daily use. Analysts are predicting strong market reception, especially given Google's growing reputation for delivering innovative AI experiences. But as we marvel at these advancements, a critical warning emerges. Not all communications from tech giants are legitimate. Stay tuned as we expose a dangerous scam. Beware the Google call, unmasking the latest caller ID scam. In an era where digital interactions are constant, a new wave of sophisticated scams is emerging, designed to exploit your trust and compromise your personal information. You've likely learned to be wary of unknown numbers, but scammers are now employing a tactic known as caller ID spoofing to impersonate familiar and trusted entities, including Google itself. This deceptive practice involves manipulating the information displayed on your phone's caller ID, making it appear as though the call is coming from a legitimate source, such as a well-known company or even a personal contact. The goal is simple: to lower your guard and trick you into divulging sensitive data like bank account numbers, login credentials, or to send them money. The mechanics behind caller ID spoofing are surprisingly accessible. Scammers essentially need the caller's number, the recipient's number, and a basic understanding of the relationship between them, coupled with access to specialized apps or services that can falsify the caller ID information. The latest iteration of this scam, reported by users on platforms like Reddit, involves calls that appear to originate directly from Google, complete with a matching name and number on caller ID. During these calls, the scammer, often speaking calmly, will alert the recipient to supposed suspicious activity on their account, such as unauthorized login attempts. They then prompt the user to engage with a push notification to verify their information, a critical step that, if taken, grants the scammer access. Another common variation involves scammers claiming someone is attempting to fraudulently add your email address as a recovery option to your Gmail account, again aiming to gain unauthorized access. In essence, these hackers are leveraging your trust in legitimate brands to hijack your digital life. Beyond impersonating Google, these scams can take even more alarming forms. Reports include callers posing as distressed family members pleading for emergency funds or individuals claiming to represent government agencies demanding immediate payment for fictitious services. Scammers might also impersonate your bank or federal officials, using spoofed numbers to create a false sense of authority and urgency. While completely preventing caller ID spoofing may be difficult in the current technological landscape, recognizing the signs and practicing good digital hygiene are crucial for protection. Always be skeptical of unsolicited calls requesting personal information or money. Remember, trusted organizations like the IRS, the FTC, and Google will not typically call you out of the blue demanding such details. Even if the caller ID appears legitimate, it's safer to disengage. If you receive a suspicious call, hang up immediately and contact the organization directly using a verified phone number from their official website. Vigilance is key, and always be wary of calls that create a sense of urgency or play on your emotions. This rise in spoofing has prompted widespread discussion about digital security protocols and the need for enhanced consumer awareness. Security experts are urging users to be extra cautious and to educate themselves and their families about these deceptive tactics, emphasizing that no legitimate entity will pressure you into immediate action or sharing sensitive data over an unsolicited call. Now, let's shift gears from personal security to the high-stakes world of corporate strategy, where a tech giant is preparing for a potential seismic shift in its core business. Google Ad Manager at a crossroads, anticipating a major business split. In the coming weeks, a significant antitrust case unfolding in a Virginia federal court could compel tech giant Google to fundamentally restructure its advertising technology operations, potentially leading to the spin-off of its crucial Google Ad Manager unit. This legal battle centers on allegations that Google has engaged in monopolistic practices within the digital advertising ecosystem, particularly concerning its role in helping websites sell ad space. While the court's final decision is pending, internal documents and recent actions suggest Google is proactively preparing for a scenario where it might be forced to separate this core business segment, as reported by The Information. Evidence of this preparation is emerging through Google's outreach to key players in the advertising industry. Last month, executives from Google Ad Manager reportedly hosted a dinner in New York for top advertising agencies. This meeting was notable because it focused on fostering closer collaboration between the agencies and the ad management side of Google's business, the part responsible for selling ad inventory. This approach is somewhat unusual for agencies, which typically interact more with Google's ad buying divisions. Such a strategic pivot suggests Google may be grooming Google Ad Manager to operate as a distinct, independent entity. If Ad Manager were to become a separate company, expanding its capabilities to include ad buying would make it a more comprehensive player, akin to other standalone ad tech firms in the market. Conversely, if the unit remains integrated within Google, this move towards developing its own ad buying functions could create internal competition with Google's existing ad buying divisions, raising questions about the logic behind such a strategy unless a future separation is already anticipated. Google maintains that a breakup is unnecessary, asserting that it intends to enhance the interoperability of its various advertising tools. However, the legal momentum appears to be in favor of the Justice Department. This is partly due to a pivotal ruling in April by a judge who concluded that Google indeed holds a monopoly in the market for publisher ad sales, lending significant weight to the government's arguments as the trial commences. Adding to the complexity, Google Ad Manager has reportedly faced challenges in adapting to rapidly evolving markets, such as streaming television and mobile applications. Its revenue figures reflect this struggle, showing a decline of 7% between 2022 and 2024. Despite this downturn, the unit continues to generate billions in revenue, but its diminishing market share indicates a need for strategic adaptation or, potentially, a significant restructuring. From a financial market perspective, analysts have maintained a generally positive outlook on Google's parent company, Alphabet GOOGL. The stock currently holds a strong buy consensus rating, based on a significant majority of analysts recommending a buy over a hold. The average price target suggests a modest upside potential. This financial sentiment, however, exists alongside the ongoing legal scrutiny that could force a major operational change. And that's a wrap on today's essential trends. But before you go, let's quickly recap the stories that define the digital landscape. All right, everyone, that's a wrap on another packed episode of Google Trends Hub. We covered Google's new Preferred Sources feature to give you more control over your news, dove into the revolutionary upgrades of the latest Pixel phones, uncovered a dangerous scam impersonating Google, and analyzed the potential breakup of Google Ad Manager. Make sure to hit that like button if you found this valuable, subscribe for more essential updates, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a trend. Follow us on all social platforms for more daily insights. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.